Nirv is a project that has been in development for several years. It is a 1080p HDMI, 7.1 PCM audio and bidirectional data distribution system over a single Cat5e or Cat6 cable up to 400 meters in both directions. So the same cable that is used to send a source component to a zone can be used to send any source components in that zone to any other zone in the system itself. You have one central controller, a master controller. Regardless of the size of system, there is only ever one controller. Then you have a variety of input and output devices. An audio box, a video box, an iPad or an iPod dock, multi-channel power amplifiers, and a set-top controller. In this particular example, we have an iPad playing as a video source. We also have a Blu-ray player, and via our wand, RF remote control, I can call it our GUI, and here I have watch and listen, so watch movie or watch Blu-ray, instant switching between the two sources themselves over to single Cat5e or Cat6 cable. That connects into the MSC, and you can either connect one device to a port, or you have a 5-port switch which allows one connection back to the hub and then 4 devices. So in this particular example, the set-top controller feeding the television, the multi-channel power amplifier, and those 2 local sources within a home theatre system, as an example, can all be connected to one Cat5 cable going back to the hub. Not only that, those source components can be accessed in any zone. So as an example, if we had 5 rooms, every source component in each of those zones can be accessed anywhere. So with 2 source components only sitting in those rooms, each zone has access to a total of 10 sources. They can be located centrally at the hub or within the zone itself. Not only that, our audio-video input box is also an AV processor. All of the audio and video decoding is done at the source end. So we send HDMI video and multi-channel PCM audio over the network. The system then says how many amplifier channels are available. It could be 7.1, 5.1 or stereo. We can simultaneously have DTS master audio or True HD playing in a 7.1, 5.1, 2.1 or stereo zone without a client having to make any adjustments to the system or for an installer's having to make additional connections. We are the entire audio-video controlled distribution system. Also, a critical element of the system is that Nirv is what we would call a user-based system. So it allows the installer to configure the system uniquely for each member of the household. So rather than having to set up the system and for each member then to be offered with components that they might not want to use, when you log in using the remote, or we have an iPad and iPhone app, when the children use the system, they are offered their own favorite satellite channels, favorite source components. The entire system is configured uniquely for them. And that was a critical consideration. There's nothing more frustrating than people having to trawl through technology just to be entertained. So, in completion, 1080p HDMI video, 7.1 PCM audio, and data over a single Cat5e, single Cat6 cable up to 400 meters to a room. So exceptionally flexible, very, very versatile system, and the response has been wonderful from dealers. So this has been a project that has almost taken 5 years to come to completion, but it references to nothing. There literally is nothing that you will see at this particular show that shares any similarity at all to a Nirv system. It is unique. And for us, the critical thing within the custom installation industry is allowing installers to achieve precisely what the client wants and then leave. People are not looking for a hobby, they want a professional job, and then for them to get on with their own lives. And Nirv is about that. It's simply about allowing a system to be configured, programmed very intuitively, very simply, and then getting on with things.